All right, so I've never done this before, but I thought this would be a neat opportunity to actually use a new webcam that I was able to purchase. And so I'm going to try and walk you through what to expect this morning and this afternoon as you're in my classroom taking care of my kids. And so obviously the first things first, the sub plans that I provided should explain all this in pretty good detail, but sometimes it's nice to see. And I didn't leave my classroom in the exact, in exactly the best condition for a guest, so I apologize for that. So looking at my screen right now, what you see is I've got up this day in history, this day in Mr. Bruce's history. And if you get the guest login, the subpass login, um, or subplan login from the office, you'll be able to use the desktop machine and access this website. This is Mr. Bruce's history.wikispaces.com. And this page right here is, as you can see, is today's date. Tomorrow, you'll be able to go to Mr. Bruce's history.wikispaces.com here and see November 24th. I'll update that. I'll update that tonight, actually, before I go to sleep, go to bed. But just to see that on November 23rd, this is what we did. Like I said, this won't be up on the page. This won't be up on the home page tomorrow, but you can access November 23rd work if you want to get a sense of what we did yesterday by going to this in history and selecting the 23rd from the month view there. I'll do that just so you can see. Click on November there, and you can go to the 23rd and access what we did Monday. And so to go to the 24th, this is what we're doing here today. If you want to get a sense of what the kids are doing, or if you want to put this up on the projection screen, this is what I do. I put this up on the board, and this is how I explain what we're doing in class today. I also have some resources that can be helpful for you that I will explain later. This is what we did yesterday in class, a good review. Using the learning target and the success criteria is nice to get the kids to understand what is expected of them today, and so on. So I'll kind of start with this first hour is an opportunity for you to look through all this stuff because it's a planned period. Second, third, fourth, and fifth are all the same, with a break after fourth for lunch. My explanation in the subnotes for second hour, again, they seem clear to me, but this is what we're working on. This is a lesson that is this packet is somewhere on my desk actually, and so the explanation is here. If you want to use that, it might be tucked in my my little half podium that will be under the desk. You can look for it there. But students received this 2-page reading, and all but fifth hour we went through the entire reading, and using the reading you will be finishing today completing this activity. Again, this activity is what you see on the screen here in these images. And so basically what the students were doing is they took this page and they cut out all these little strips of cause and effect statements, and we worked together in pairs and connecting the cause with the effect. And for this first section, we looked at the causes and put the causes up here, grouped them together, and then we took our turns, or we took an opportunity. I gave them time to discuss, and they found the correct effect. They came in and brought their slip of paper up and put it under the projection screen, under the document camera, projected on the screen, and so that worked really nicely. Got them interactive. Kind of made it a little bit of a race. They all wanted, they wanted to volunteer to share this with the class, and so we did this top section together. In fifth hour, we were able to get through this bottom section. However, that came at a cost of not completing the reading, and so while second hour was able to get this middle section done, or fifth hour was able to get this middle section done, they need to read the second page of the handout to complete this bottom section, and that's explained in the subnotes as well. That kind of basically summarizes what we're doing in history. I should have mentioned at the very beginning that we always begin with bell work. I will provide in my sub notes an image of the bell work that you can project onto the screen. Or again, if you want to come to this and this page on the computer and turn on the projector, and it will default to this computer screen on the desktop, you can just click that image there, and this is what you can display for the bell work. This is what they're used to. This is more what they're used to, and so this might be more beneficial for you that way. And so that's self-explanatory. So begin with the bell work according to the notes, and then go in with the activity. The last thing after, save some time at the end of the hour, maybe 15 minutes or so at the end of the hour, for students to work in pairs to complete the crossword. They already have this. This is the last page of their handout. They should be able to work through this pretty efficiently in pairs. So that's that. Hopefully there are no questions about history. Between this page displayed for the students, as well as in the subplans, you should have a decent explanation enough to get through history class. That moves into extension, 6th hour, the end of the day. Students have been working for 11 weeks in Code Avengers. All but one student is complete with all of the required activities. They've all had an opportunity to do some extra credit opportunities. This is an example of what an extra credit task would be. It is building a web page for a movie review, and in the end they'll have the opportunity to create a movie review or a player profile or a birthday card invite, and all those are for extra credit points. I've given some names of students you might want to suggest to complete those extra credit opportunities. Overall, hope your day goes well. Please write down the names of any students that disrupted your ability to have a great day, and I'll make sure that that doesn't happen again in the future. Take care, and I look forward to seeing how things went when I return on Wednesday.